Hey guys, Sheep here, and this is going to be a Watcher of Realms video. I'm just going to be showing how I beat stage 21 of GR2, and here's the team. I'm using Isolde and Oleg as tanks, Dalin to generate cost, Vortex as a healer. I'm using Decimus to tank some of the rolling boulders. I'm using Wrath as someone who can tank the rolling boulders, along with Abomination, Volk at A1 so that I can remove my heroes and put them back in quicker, Hatset to kill the mobs, and Dolores to boost my buffer. And Dalin can also be used as a blocker in part of the run. So first of all, I'm going to come in, going to place Dalin down and Dolores down just so that they can start regening cost and getting their ultimates up. Then I'm going to put down my Abomination to tank. He's going to take a hit. I'm going to slow it down and put Hatset in. And then remove my Dalin out. And then as this guy's about to hit my Abomination again, I remove him out. Just waiting for my Hatset ult to come up, and it's up. Pop it straight away just to try and kill the ads. And then I'm looking to remove them as quick as possible so that I have them ready again. Now I'm just going to wait for the boss to do his shriek, because I don't have any good heroes on my account that can actually manage to allow me to tank it. So, okay, and then here comes the earthquake. I'm going to slow it down again and put our Decimus in. And I'm sure you all know the strat. Wait for the little flash to pop up when he does his hit here, so that you can tank both of these with Decimus's undying thing. And then as he comes towards the end of his slams, this is the last one here, I'm going to get ready to drop my Dalin as soon as the flash happens. And then drop my Vortex and my Isolde on one side. Now I'm just waiting for the boulder thing to hit me and start turning around before I move my Decimus. Place down my Dolores and Hatset, and then I just have enough coins to get my Oleg in. I place Vortex first, obviously, because he needs to tank the guys that are throwing those little balls. Okay, waiting for my Dalin ult, and I'm going to remove her as soon as that is up. Gonna use Isolde's ult here just so that my Vortex is a bit tankier if he does get the balls. Pop my Dolores ult, remove all my heroes and kill them all with Hatset, and then get ready to remove them as well after this hit. And then they're dead, just remove them out of there. Speed it up a little bit and just wait for the two rollers to come. Now this is really where it's annoying not having Baron on your account, because I have to do this weird strategy where I place a hero down on the other side of my Decimus, wait for it to hit and then walk back a bit, and then I use Abomination to tank the second hit of the first boulder. And if you place him down when it's about halfway through the tile, he can tank both of these and you can still recover his cost. There you saw me take the hit and then remove him. And then I'm going to place two heroes down. I got my Dalin back just in time, and I let her get destroyed because she costs less than the Volker. Then I'm going to put my tanks, and this was really important for my run, is just waiting for the two guys on the far right and left to get around to where they were on that tile, just to turn the corner, just to space out the boulder hits, because this is where it really gets hard. You really need your Vortex to be super tanky here, and you can see how much damage my Isolde's taking, so I had to put Decimus here just to soak a bit of the damage. You can see how low my Vortex is going. He's taking 13,000 damage from the boulders. And then I'm going to remove my Decimus here at some point once he's tanked a little bit. I'm just hoping for my Isolde ultimate to come up in time, really, just so that she gets that tiny bit of extra you know, damage reduction or whatever she gets from her art. And it also goes on my vortex, because you can see he's pretty low. I think if he gets hit by 4 more boulders, 100% he's dead. If he gets hit by 2 more, it's very close. And my Isolde is probably going to get one shot if the guy with the big sword manages to land a slam on her. So I'm going to pop her ult. Isolde's ult. Look how low my vortex was. And I'm going to get ready to start. You can see they're throwing their bouldings again at him. I removed him just before they hit. Then I start removing everyone and using my Hatsa ultimate to kill everything. And now the next Shriek's coming, so I'm going to remove them. And then this is probably the hardest technical part of the run without Baron, because you really need to put your heroes down super fast. If you put the Decimus down too early, then he obviously isn't going to be able to tank both of the rolling things. He can only tank one. And if you don't do it, if you do it too quickly, obviously he can't tank both. But if you do it too late, you don't actually have time. Well, it's very hard to physically, for me anyway, with my old boomer hands, to move my second hero in there. And you can see here I actually lose the cost of both of them. It is possible to do. I have done it before, where I get my Abomination 1 tile forward, but it's very difficult. And that's why I had to bring Dallin into my run, just so that I had enough cost to allow myself to lose the Abomination and Decimus. The Decimus cost on that stage of the fight. And here we're just going to cheese the boss, put our Decimus down, wait for it to hit us. The boss actually somehow hit me there without doing his animation, so I was really confused here, but it worked out fine in the end. He takes another hit, and then I'm very scared that his Undying or Undead effect is going to run out, so I just, remove him a bit early here, and I thought, oh fuck, I've screwed it up here, but as you can see, I'm about to put Oleg down just to bait out that attack, but he did it anyway. Now he's gonna go from red to blue again, and we can put our Isolde down. And I'm gonna try and put my Vortex as soon as possible, just because this is really tricky. She has my best tank gear on, and you can see how she's taking 75,000 hit every time. So I'm gonna use my Wrath to kill the boss here. You can do it with just Hatset, but it takes a very long time for her to kill it. And here my Isolde ult is going to come up. I tried to space out my Isolde ultimate and my Vortex ultimate, so that when my Isolde ultimate ends, my Vortex ultimate is back up, and I can cycle them in between each other. So I was going to put Dallin down, but I decided to go for the damage to try and kill the boss quickly, because I know that eventually I'll get unsynced with Isolde and Vortex and they'll both die, or Isolde will get one shot. And I wanted to put Dallin just to get my cost up, so if anything does go wrong, I can sort of infinitely stall out the boss using Decimus and my Olag and stuff. And you can just see how much damage this boss is really doing to my Isolde. But I managed to get my Vortex ultimate up. He's starting to heal her a bit more now. And then I'm just sort of waiting for my Dolores ult to come, so that I can pop that as soon as it comes up and use my Hatset ult. So it's up, I'm going to use Dolores and Hatset here. My Wrath actually has too much rage regen, and he's got a lot of attack speed, so he's getting his ult too quickly to be able to be fully empowered by Dolores, but he's still doing a lot of damage. You can see he's hitting 40k in his ultimate. He's still hitting 36k out of his ult, but you can see his rage bar just really keeps filling up. You can see here it gets a bit dodgy. I don't have Isolde or Vortex ultimate up for this part, so I'm just hoping that I can survive. And Vortex Ultimate is finally up, so I'm going to use that now. And just keep healing myself, wait for my Dolores ult again, and just sort of keep cycling this. And I think one more Dolores ult and Hatsa ult along with my Wrath will eventually kill it after the next one. Yeah, it's really intense this. I was sort of shaking and just trying to hope that I can survive long enough. And you can see in the next run, I will show a run with Power of Dominance after how much difference the Power of Dominance makes. It changes the kill from like literally this like 3 or 4 minutes just trying to kill the boss. It's kind of ridiculous how much resistance and defense and defensive stats he's got. He's thinking my best tank for 75k. I think that just shows it all. I get my Vortex ult back, but the boss is so almost dead. One more ult from my DPS and he's going to die. You can see I'm going to pop my Isolde ult just to be safe here, even though Vortex is up, because I know that I can kill the boss. And then the boss is finally dead. Finally dead after all that time. And then that's my 21 cleared. So there you have it. That's the runs completed, and I'm just going to put some screenshots with the gear and the artifacts. So Ancestral Teachings, Abomination, gear really doesn't matter, Wrath, Broken Set, Flawless Blade, Isolde, this is pretty important, North Will, very tanky and Guardian set, Oleg, just random pieces, Vortex also, with the Guardian set, North Glory level 1, Dalin just a load of rage regen, and Dolores as much attack as I could.